In this new ChatGPT Masterclass for creators, I'm going to share with you 4 mind-blowing ways that I have integrated AI into my creator business to save me time in the creation process, to speed up my results, and help me earn more money as a creator as well. So let's dive in. All right, first let's talk about how I sped up my YouTube research and script writing process. So I don't know about you guys, but what takes me the longest with the content creation process is actually the planning, the stuff that actually comes before recording. So the research, how to title, how to make the thumbnail, what it should say, what the script should say, what should be the hook, what should be the outro, like all of that takes me the longest amount of time. And I do have SOPs and a YouTube script template and all these things to help me save time, and it has saved me time. But what has saved me even more time is creating my own custom GPT for my YouTube process. I actually programmed this custom GPT so that I can actually organize all of my research, scripting, populate my entire script in just 1 to 2 clicks. So the part that I haven't been able to fully automate yet is a research. But once I find the outlier video that I want to model, I actually feed that into ChatGPT and I have it give me suggestions of other titles that could do well that are similar to that title, but of course not copying. We just want to model that title. So once I have the title, I'm going to put that into my script. Then what I'm going to do is actually link the outlier video that I'm modeling in my script as well. And then I'm actually going to create a copy of the outlier video's thumbnail and put that into my script as well. Then what I'm going to do is open up my custom GPT and I'm going to answer the handful of questions that it asks me. It's going to ask me, what is the title for your video? What is the title for the video you want to promote at the end of your video? It's going to ask me what are some bullets of things I want to cover in the video, and a couple other quick questions. So once I fill out those handful of questions, I can go ahead and hit enter, and my custom GPT will populate the entire script for me in seconds. This has been a game changer for me because even with using regular ChatGPT, I would still have to come up with the description, come up with the hook, come up for each bullet point of the script, come up with the outro, come up with the tags and keywords. And now I just answer a handful of questions and my custom GPT fills out the entire script for me in seconds. Now you might be wondering, how did I train my custom GPT to work this well? Well, number one, I have my YouTube script template, which you can actually get a copy of completely for free. It's linked in the description below this video. So the first thing I did was I created the new custom GPT and I trained it on my script template. Then what I did is I actually went back, and this is going to take time, but it will save you time going forward. I went back and I copied all the transcripts on my previous 250 YouTube videos, which by the way, you can go to YouTube, click on more details in the description box, and it will give you the transcript word for word that you can just copy. So I created a Word document with all 250 video transcripts in it, and I uploaded that to my custom GPT to train it. So now not only is it populating my scripts, but it's populating it based on me, my story, my frameworks, everything that I teach. And so this has made it so that my scripts are insanely accurate. Guys, like this has saved me so much time. Like if this is blowing your mind, let me know below, but this has saved me just insane amounts of time. And again, if you want to train your own custom GPT, which I would highly recommend that you do, go ahead and download my free YouTube script template below, and then take all the transcripts from your past videos, train it on the script and your past transcripts, and you will be golden. Okay, the next piece of AI or whatever you want to call it that I have used to speed up our processes and things is to use ChatGPT to help us write SOPs. Now, if you don't know what an SOP is, it stands for Standard Operating Procedure. It's just a fancy acronym for a checklist, but we have checklists for every single thing in the business. I actually have what's called a YouTube playbook, and within that Word document are tabs of every single thing to do on YouTube. So what should your about page look like? What should your banner look like? How do you research videos? How do you write your scripts? How do you prep your scripts? Like, how do you create thumbnails? How do you title them? Like every single part of the YouTube process. But if you're like me, if you're a creative, creating SOPs can seem daunting. It can be honestly really annoying to have to write down every single little tiny step. The first thing I will tell you is that the way that I have changed my mindset to make myself want to create SOPs is that I know that about 90% of the things that I have done, if I can create an SOP for it, I can hand it off to someone else on the team, which gives me more time freedom. But what we've been doing in addition to this is using ChatGPT to help us write our SOPs. So you can actually take an SOP, you can feed it into ChatGPT, and it can help you make it better, to format it better, make it more readable. Or you could say, make sure that this is explained explained in a way that applies to like a third grade reading level or whatever, so that it's like the easiest possible way that you could teach it to someone who maybe doesn't even normally do your position, but maybe would need to step in case you're like sick or on vacation or something. There's also just a lot of data online for different softwares. You could say, make me an SOP for how to do a Google Meet meeting, and it can just make that for you because it looks at all the stuff online that already exists. And so you're not wasting time creating SOPs from scratch when you don't need to be. But seriously, guys, if you don't have SOPs in your business, even if you're a solopreneur, what the heck are you doing? Because it's so amazing. And I hear this from people all the time when they hire like their first VA or their first hire. They're like,
it feels like I'm working more than before because I have to do my job and I have to train them. And they have all these questions and they don't know what they're doing and they're messing things up.
And 9 times out of 10, I can tell that it's because that entrepreneur does not have SOPs. It's usually not the person, it's usually the process. So make sure that you're documenting everything you do in your business. From scheduling videos to go live on YouTube, or scheduling social posts for the community tab, or writing and scheduling emails, or creating products, whatever it is you do, even if you're a solopreneur, if you think potentially in the future you might hire someone, which the odds are pretty high, make sure you're documenting everything that you do as you go along, because then when you hire someone, you can just give them these SOPs, and sure, they might still have a couple questions for you, but it's going to be significantly less. They should be able to come in, follow the procedures, and do a great job. Okay, the third thing that I've done to speed up all of my workflows for YouTube is to create an AI Laura of myself so that I have unlimited images for thumbnails, and I can make even better thumbnails because of it. So what is an AI Laura? Well, if you go to fal.ai, that's FAL.ai, there is a model called a Laura, LORA, that you can train on around 30 to 50 high quality images of yourself. This usually takes 30 to 60 minutes. What you're doing is you're feeding a zip file of all of these images into the Laura, and it is going to give you a link of what is going to be your custom AI Laura clone of yourself, essentially. And so what you can do then is use fal.ai. You can put into the path section your Laura key, which is essentially like a Laura URL. Put that in there because it knows that it's trained off all your images. Now what you can do is in the prompt section, you could say Molly as a Game of Thrones character, or Molly in front of a private jet, or Molly being lazy at home with a face mask, eating sushi, or whatever it is you want to do. And what's so cool is it's trained on you, so all the images will look like you. Now, of course, they're not going to look 100% like you, but the more I have played around with this and gotten good with prompting, the better my images have looked. And I'll show you a few examples of some that look a little more realistic, in my opinion, but let me know what you think below. The other trick I've learned to get the best AI images of yourself is to use Pinterest. So let's say you want an image of yourself with like a cactus behind you. It's like a Southwest setting, okay? You could go to Pinterest and say woman cactus or woman Southwest, and whatever image you find, you can, right click, save as to your desktop, go to ChatGPT, upload the image to ChatGPT and say, hey, ChatGPT, could you make me a prompt so that I could give this to my AI Laura to make an image similar to this, but of me? And then ChatGPT will actually give you a prompt. Then you can take that prompt word for word, put it into your AI Laura, and it will create that same image, but with you in it. How cool is that? I have found this to be such a helpful way because then you're not just thinking of different scenarios off the top of your head, which can seem frustrating and daunting. Like you can use Pinterest or other AI libraries, stock photo libraries, whatever you want to use as inspiration behind the photographs. Okay, the fourth way that I am using AI in my business, and this one might just be my favorite. Like if you have a digital product or customers or a paid membership or a paid course, like this might blow your mind. I'm so excited about this. So what I did was I actually created a custom GPT of me. Now, hear me out. So what I did was I actually trained a custom GPT on all of my previous YouTube videos, all of my program materials. We are talking the videos, the scripts, the worksheets, like everything. Okay. I even trained it on a bunch of my past Q&A calls. So the GPT will think and answer like me. Now, the key here is to train it on a lot of different materials from yourself, of course. So what I have been able to do with this custom GPT is now, instead of telling our students every time they have a question, submit it for the weekly Q&A call, submit it for the weekly Q&A call. Now they can still do that. I still do a weekly Q&A call, but a lot of times people want their questions answered faster, or maybe it's just a really simple question that doesn't need like a whole, video call explanation, or maybe they just want to like be able to workshop their ideas back and forth, or to ask if their idea is good or not, right? And this has been a game changer. Like, I'm able to watch how many conversations are happening with this custom GPT for my Freedom Creator Club membership. It is in the hundreds of thousands now, and it has a 5-star rating, which means people really like it. Not to mention, almost every single day, people are commenting in our school community how helpful it was, how it helped them find their niche, it helped them decide on their digital product, it helped them workshop through a problem or get their question answered faster. Like, I wasn't sure how my students were going to react to it. I thought maybe there'd be more pushback. People didn't want AI, things like that. But no, it has been insanely well received. It has saved us so much time. It has saved us money too, because it's less time that my team is answering questions. And for them, it's less time that they have to wait to get their question answered. And in every single lesson now, we say, if you have additional questions, ask our FCC bot here, which is our custom GPT, or you can submit them for the Q&A call. So people still have options. We still get questions on the Q&A call, of course, but it has been cut down dramatically. And I also find the quality of the questions for the Q&A call to be higher, because those little quick questions that might not apply to everyone can get answered more easily from the FCC bot. I'm really hoping that you have learned something from this video, but at the very least, I'm hoping that you are leaving inspired and motivated to integrate AI tools into your creator business more. Because not only has this saved me time and money, it's helped our students get results faster. It's helped us create more content more quickly. It's helped us create better content, better researched content. There's just so many ways that these have been so helpful. And I would love if you would comment below which of these was your favorite. Which one do you think you'll implement in your business? Now that you know all these different ways that you can integrate AI into your creator business, you might be wanting to learn how I earned over $40,410 a month with ChatGPT and Canva. But how do you do that? Well, it all starts with watching this video next here, because when you pair what you just learned with what's in this video, it's going to be way more powerful. See you in the next video.